Welcome back to Community Viewpoint. I'm John Pawlak, your host for another fantastic segment. We have something special for you this evening. We have a color coordinating group. What is it with the girls? It's the View or something, or the whatever they call it. Community Viewpoint is the View now.
Yeah.
So we have Albert Bass and Butch Borasky here with us. They're on my right, your left, whatever that is. We're going to be talking about transportation, buses in particular, planes, trains, and automobiles. We'll be talking about buses today. They've been working extremely hard on the transportation of and through the Pahrump Valley. We've had misfires in the past with bus services, but hopefully with the help of the state, the county, our friends in Clark County are helping us, the RTA, what do they call
RTC.
it? RTC over there. There they are. See, we're color coordinated. And the green trees behind us. We each have our own green tree, so can't get any better than that. So we've gone all out here at Channel 46. So tell us where we sit, or where do we sit, where we stand for the bus service so far.
Why don't you lead off?
Yeah, we were fortunate enough last month to get the approvals, actually in January, from the board, of County Commissioners, to move forward with the program as far as the support as being a lead agency. They did have a suggestion that we take it under the RTC, for the county RTC, and we met with them on their board meeting, and they approved putting it under the county RTC program. And they have looked at the program in general and how it's set up to operate. What we have to do now is work towards the budgeting side of that. Where are we getting the funds from? Because we know we can't go to the county for support. They have their own issues they're working through. The RTC, they're not set up to fund a program like that. So we have it designed to be a net zero, basically self-funding, self-operating program, so that we can generate the funds through the program to keep it sustainable, so we don't have to go to our county leadership for those monies.
That's really balancing the money ball with that. We're going to rely heavily on grants.
A portion of that is grants, and about 67% of it would be covered under the NDOT grant alone. So the remaining portion of that, the 33%, we would do through fundraising, looking at other grants, veterans grants, disability services grants, and our own fundraising programs and other areas where we can pull dollars in to meet that need. So again, we don't have to go to the county for those funds, because we know it's not there, but they gave us the support we need to move forward, which was the biggest part of getting this into a sustainable system for the next year.
Wow, you've got your work cut out for us. Yes.
Well, something we need really bad right now is volunteers. We're in the tail end of this, making this a reality, and we're hoping that some of you out there, sitting at home or standing, whatever you're doing, would be interested and want to get involved in this and help us out. We need to really step up now and split our committees up, and there's a lot of processes we have to go through, and manpower, woman power, is most important right now. So if you want to volunteer and become part of our transportation network, what little time you have or as much time as you have, contact me. You can reach me at 775-209-3100, or Albert at
Or RSVP at 537. I can't remember what my new number is. He'll put it up on the screen for us. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
later.
well, call me.
Right.
You can always reach me through the county. I've gone to my county website and looked me up, and my numbers, emails, and all of that's there. And again, we're pleading for volunteers right now. We need some people to come in and step up to the plate with us, and if we can get that, we'll make this a reality.
I'm sure there's some retired people out there, whether you used to be a bus driver, administrator, a maintenance person. There's all the different facets that we need to know about before we put the buses on the road there, no matter what you did. I'm sure you had great ideas in your former work, and you can bring those forward to where you're here now, and it doesn't take a lot of your out of your time either.
What we really look for right now is we need some help in the preparatory stage, and so we need some people that have some knowledge and background with grants, knowledge and background with business planning, with project development. It's a lot of work. This is a 2-year process, start to finish it, and we're trying to do it inside of a few months. So the more people we have that can come in and help with the overall general portion of the program, the faster we can get it to the next level. And, we have really until the end of April to submit our grants to NDOT, and then we have until August to meet our matching funds that we have to put in place. And then if we get all of that set, we can kick off the program in October of this year and have wheels on the ground by February, March of next year.
And when you say wheels on the ground, what kind of buses are we looking at? Are they the real big buses that you see like in Las Vegas? Show us what I had over there. That's too big. We don't see.
No, we're not going to have those.
How about something that I'd be real comfortable with?
Yeah, there you go. That
That's
looks
something
good,
There's
yes.
some new rules and
I like
requirements
that.
we can't do that type of transportation.
No, that might be okay in India and Pakistan, but here. Now, what might we see? Let's get to something about that size.
That's about the right size
Okay.
there. And there'd be wheelchair lift. If you look at the back left-hand corner of that door opens up and a wheelchair can go in and out. They're a great little unit. We have them at the senior center right now. There's about 3 of them over there, and it's about an 18 passenger max. Very easy to get around. They're not that big. There's a lot of details we have to work out, but we'll start with that, and it's going to be one central route in town, the heart of the downtown here. And then the other route, the north and south route, will be on demand, and you can talk about that a little bit.
And basically, it's flat plain here. We're not going over mountains or anything. We're not
No,
going to valleys or anything.
This
So,
time.
right, because that was a Chevy there. That's probably 6 or an 8.
Yep.
Ford, Dodge, or whatever it is. And I know they have regular sales in Las Vegas for their older equipment.
Well, actually, that's a big part of the program, because to get new buses and just to serve our needs on a minimal basis would be about $300,000. So we're looking to get those vehicles completely donated. And I'm working with the transportation organization right now out of Salt Lake City to have buses that they are retiring donated to us so that we don't have to have that expense. And all we would have to do is get those buses here to us. And they're actually fairly new buses in very good condition. They look similar to the one they just saw on the screen, the white bus, but a little bit different, that they've used for the last few years there. And once we have those here, they would focus on the central part of town here and working in the Front Valley. And the program is designed to expand north as we grow in time.
Right,
So
right.
the 2 to 5 year plan is to get operations and get transportation available to our brothers and sisters up in the northern part of the county.
And I know I had mentioned at one of the meetings we had, it's from the movie Dumb and Dumber 2, that you had the bike rack on the front of that. And that's a possibility, putting on
No,
those
absolutely.
to reach out to the people who live on the fringe. They can make it to the edge right where the bus comes. Now the buses will come on demand too at some time too, right?
The central core part of town is a deviated central route. It's a deviated fixed route, which the bus can go on its normal route and then deviate 3/4 of a mile off of that route. So they could go to a home to pick somebody up or drop someone off, as long as they're within 3/4 of a mile of that street. Let's say if it were Calvada, for instance. Beyond that route, from 372 north and 372 south, are demand response. So that's where you make a phone call and say, I need a ride to this location at this time, and they would work that out with you to where the bus would come and pick you up, take you to your drop-off point. You make the arrangements for what time they're going to pick you up and take you back home. So the demand response is all by phone. The central route runs continuously throughout the day, a 12 or 13-hour period.
You would have to have, you're not talking to the bus driver doing this. There's a dispatcher that does it?
A dispatch center.
Okay,
Correct.
cool.
And what we've done is to save a lot of money and to make this easier, and why you talked about in the past, some of the organizations we have had failed. They were
Yeah.
private organizations, they were private starts, not really funded or supported through a county effort. And it's very difficult with public transportation to be a private organization, to be self-sufficient for any long period of time.
And the ones we've had in the past went from here to Vegas. They really
Right.
did not
Focus on-
center around Prump itself.
Yeah, at the last, that one person with that bus, just before they died, they just made it within the town of Pahrump. I think they had even benches they tried to put up there, but they just couldn't save it at the
Yeah.
end.
It takes a lot. It's all boils down to money, just like it always does. And you have to be able to take advantage of those grants. And there's some grants, unless you're a nonprofit entity, that you can't even go after to take advantage of. So being the organization set up the way it is, there's monies that we can go after where some of those private organizations could not, to help them with their support financially.
So you guys meet on a regular basis too?
Right now, we're meeting on the first and third Thursday of the month at the Coalition campus at 11 o'clock. And again, we invite people that have interest in helping us support the program and moving it forward, because there's a lot of work involved, and we have just a few people on the committee, and we need some more assistance. There's deadlines coming up. We need to make sure that we meet those deadlines so that we can get to the next step. But there's a lot of people in town, I talk to them all the time, that have a lot of great, fantastic ideas for the fundraising. I say, show up at a meeting, share that information with us.
Yep.
So we need to hear from them.
Yeah, you come over there. Make sure, do you put it in the briefs in the newspaper and stuff?
The Mirror has been doing about once a month. They've been doing an article on transportation. Genesee comes to the meetings, and she does a very good job of getting the facts out there, make sure that she's sharing the information with the public. And she's always putting contact information is there as well, so I know it's in the Mirror newspaper.
And you've gone on the radio to talk about this?
We will be doing a radio push coming up here hopefully within the next month or two as well.
You go on TV to talk about this too.
Yeah, that's why we're here today.
That one.
Go figure. So where's the closest place in Nevada besides Las Vegas that has bus service? Ely, Elko?
Well, they do have on-demand service up north in the northern counties. As far as a service like we were talking about implementing here, it's really Carson City, maybe the closest
Okay.
in the state as far as that goes. California, some of those areas that we're closer to would have it. And there's a huge organization and operation of multiple sources in Las Vegas.
Well,
RTC
yeah.
can't even handle it all. They contract out some of their work even to other, like MV Transportation, a large nationwide organization.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And they actually, because they can't even handle their workload in Las Vegas,
Understood, yeah.
which is a great organization, which is a potential that we could have. We contract out the bus service, which is basically looking for a general manager, the dispatchers, and the drivers to operate the bus service. We're not operating that internally. We're using people that are already in transportation. We contract that part out to them. The RTC here locally would oversee the program. The county would own the vehicles.
Right.
They are actually running the operation with the county oversight.
Okay, very interesting. Okay, we're burning through the last minute, so please share with the folks when we meet again.
Actually, our next meeting would be the third Thursday of this month, which is not next week Thursday, but the following Thursday, and I believe that's the 19th, 17th or 19th, 11 a.m. at the Coalition Campus, room 29. And you can even call the Coalition for that information as well. Get a hold of Mr. Borasky or myself, and we'll make sure that we have room for you in those meetings.
All right. Well, thank you, Albert. Thank you, Commissioner Borasky. And maybe we'll see him the next time with his Santa Claus hat. So, all right. Thank you for watching, and thank you, Noah. Good night.